Now, on Good Morning Northwest, new details this morning in the FSU mass shooting. The suspect, the stepson of a local sheriff's deputy. What we're learning about him, the survivors, and the chaos of another school shooting.
And will it be rain or shine for your weekend activities? I'm tracking an unsettled weather pattern this morning.
And teen substance abuse is rising dramatically in Spokane County. Coming up, the free local program helping parents and kids build skills to tackle these challenges together. One mom says she's seeing changes that will stick. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. Welcome to your Friday. It's April 18th. Let's check in with meteorologist Matt Gray, heading into an Easter weekend. Matt?
That's right. Heading into an Easter weekend, and one that is not going to be as picture perfect as it has been for the last few days. But we've got one more day where things are going to be looking pretty darn nice out there. We're at 38 degrees right now. You'll feel the chill in some areas as you step outside this morning, as we have cooled down quite a bit in a few areas again. We're down to 28 in parts of Hayden this morning. At the Coeur d'Alene Airport, we're down to 26 in Deer Park. For the most part, however, we are in the 30s. One of the rare times that Spokane Valley is actually cooler than Spokane International down there at Phelps Field. We're at 34 to start the day and 33 in downtown Coeur d'Alene. Let's take a look at what we could expect this afternoon. Our sunshine streak continues for one more day. Highs will be up around 70 degrees in the Central Basin, and we'll see upper 50s and low 60s across much of North Idaho. We'll take a look at that weekend rain chance coming up.
All right, Matt, thanks. Well, we're getting new information this morning on the mass shooting on the Florida State University campus. 2 people are dead and 5 others injured. Officers shot the suspected gunman. He is now in the hospital. Authorities say the suspect is an FSU student and the son of a sheriff's deputy. Coming up in the next 30 minutes, we'll take a closer look at the shooter's troubled past and how he got the gun and how students barricaded themselves to survive.
Raising a preteen can be challenging, but you don't have to do it alone.
Local organizations in Spokane are partnering together to offer a program that helps families build strong relationships with their children. In this new On Good Morning Northwest report, Mary Sheridan checked out the Strengthening Families program and why parents say they're grateful for one more tool in their tool belt.
If you want to build a house, you can't just use a hammer. You got to have all the things. And if you want to build a child and a healthy family, you need a lot of tools.
For the past 7 weeks, families have gathered together in the library of Cheney High School with one goal: building a healthy foundation for their household. The Strengthening Families program welcomes each and every family.
It doesn't matter what your background, socioeconomic factors, it really doesn't matter. I have 6 kids. I wish I would have had this when I was raising my family.
Debbie Gerber is a facilitator for the program. She connects with parents and their kids in separate and joint sessions each week to break down a wide variety of subjects.
Talking to your parents much more and like saying no to types of drugs or peer pressure and going more in depth on those like school things that school doesn't always have the time for.
Ace says he's really bonded with the other families in the program, but when his mom first signed the family up,
she told me, I was like, oh, like, you know, normal teenager things.
So it kind of encompasses everything that families go through.
Trisha Madison found out about this program through an email, and she's glad she did.
As parents, we've learned a lot, different communication tactics and how to run like a family meeting.
Facilitators of the program say that being able to talk with your kids is becoming increasingly important, especially when it comes to preventing substance abuse. Data from the Healthy Youth Survey shows that alcohol use grows exponentially among kids in Spokane County from 6th to 8th grade. This is the same for marijuana use. Strengthening Families shows parents and their kids how to establish healthy boundaries early.
I'm trying to create a life for my children that I didn't ever really have demonstrated for me.
Georgette Springs says she's seen real results from this program in just the first few weeks.
Throughout this entire process, like, I've seen changes that I think are going to stick.
The program is welcoming families of 9 to 14-year-olds in the East Valley School District. It's a 7-week program that begins April 24th. Families meet on Thursdays from 5:30 to 8 p.m. And accessibility is an important part of this program. Strengthening Families is completely free and dinner is provided. We've got the link to register on our website, kxly.com. Reporting in studio, Mary Sheridan, 4 News Now.
Local autism advocates are responding to Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s comments from a recent press conference.
These are kids who will never pay taxes. They'll never hold a job. They'll never play baseball. They'll never write a poem. They'll never go out on a date.
Autism advocacy groups call these blatantly false comments disappointing and damaging. Many people with autism live and work independently, contrary to what RFK Jr. said this week. The Isaac Foundation here in Spokane says there are hundreds of people in the Spokane area who are living proof of what people with autism can achieve.
One of the things that he did say is that autism destroys families, and we don't believe that. If anything, it makes them stronger.
Local advocates Hope Kennedy will educate himself on how autism works and how to better support people with autism.
Homeless camping laws in your neighborhood could change as a state Supreme Court judge ruled against a Spokane voter-approved measure. Proposition 1 bans homeless encampments within 1,000 feet of schools, daycare facilities, and parks. It passed in 2023 by a wide margin, with almost 75% in favor of it. But the Supreme Court judge ruled since the initiative asks for administrative changes, it is beyond the scope of local initiative power.
It basically means a really common sense thing, which is that once these governments have come together, they've developed the detailed plans, you can't use an initiative to upend them.
Spokane Mayor Lisa Brown says the city is in the process of making a plan of action on how it will adapt to the decision. But later in the day, Spokane City Council members Jonathan Bingle and Michael Cathcart released a joint statement saying the Washington State Supreme Court's decision is an insult to the people of Spokane and our overall democratic process. We will promptly introduce legislation before Spokane City Council to enshrine the protections that this initiative was meant to establish. If the courts won't permit the people to act directly, then we will act on their behalf.
The West Plains will soon open a new center that will house community resources in one building for those who need it. This is the Hope Center, and it aims to provide a safe, supportive environment by offering a variety of community resources and services for people in need. Now, one of those options inside the Hope Center will be Salone's Closet, which offers free clothing, household items, and furniture to people healing from trauma and abuse. There will also be services provided in partnership with local law enforcement. The Hope Center is located on West Sunset Highway and is expected to open on May 1st.
Imagine waking up one day and finding out the street your house is on has a completely different name. That's what some people living south of the Spokane airport are dealing with. And it means they have to update their address on everything, which can be a real pain. On Monday, the street was South Aspen Road. But Tuesday, street crews changed the signs to South Lancer Road. Neighbors tell us they received no warning of the address change and only discovered it when the new signs went up.
This is absolutely crazy that this has been done to us.
Neighbors finally received a letter yesterday letting them know about the address change, but they say that notice came too late. You can read more about why Spokane Regional Emergency Communications decided the street's name needed changed. That's on KXLY.com.
Yeah, that's a pain.
If you think about all the things that are associated with your address, from your driver's license to any deliveries. And
yeah, it's a headache enough when you move, but to not move and have it happen,
crazy. Our time is now 5:08.
Checking back in with meteorologist Matt Gray and a look at what we're dealing with today for weather.
All right, and a little bit of a crispness in the air. Looking at Fairchild Air Force Base this morning, another clean commute, another nice start to our day. This weekend, however, some changes. If you got plans, I'll let you know what you'll be looking for tomorrow coming up.
The Spokane Bike Swap and Expo is happening tomorrow, but you can get involved starting today. We'll tell you all the details you need to know coming up.
And the federal building up for sale? Up next, why the Trump administration plans to put the HUD headquarters on the market.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Barry Manilow coming to the Spokane Arena on Friday, July 11th.
Taylor, these deals are a slam dunk.
More like bracket breakers. New Kia K4 starting at only $199 a month. And K5 GT line all-wheel drive from just $299 a month.
George Gee Kia, where the deals are always a win.
Fred's Appliance Clearance Centers are your one-stop shop for top-quality appliances and unbeatable prices. Top brand closeouts, full factory warranty, and new inventory arriving daily. Take advantage of incredible discounts with savings you won't find anywhere else. Hurry in! With Fred's Clearance Center's huge selection of heavily discounted name brand appliances, the inventory moves fast. For the best deals on appliances in Spokane, visit either of Fred's Clearance Centers today.
For your home and your range, Bad Boy Mowers will tame any terrain.
Give me a home.
Designed with advanced engineering and fueled by power that's second to none.
And the skies are not black all day. Home on the range.
Bad Boy. Mow with an attitude.
Attention Eastern Washington and Western Idaho shoppers. The great $500,000 Spokane Ennis Fine Furniture Inventory Liquidation is going on right now. Today, you can buy America's finest furniture for a whole lot less. From our overstock showroom and warehouse, all famous furniture brands. This entire inventory has been slashed and it all has to go. This is the greatest inventory liquidation sale ever. Find it all at our temporary off-site showroom at 7503 North Division, next to Big 5. Be sure to check EnnisFurniture.com.
Next live with Kelly and Mark. Daisy Edgar Jones from On Swift Horses. Plus, Akon performs at We're Jewelry Shopping for Mother's Day.
I tried on everything.
Watch live today at 9, right after GMA.
It is just about 5:12. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. A for sale sign may soon appear in front of the headquarters of the Department of Housing and Urban Development, or HUD.
The Trump administration said it's selling the property. The decision comes weeks after the White House says it would look at selling hundreds of federal buildings not being used so taxpayers don't continue to pay for them.
House hunters will need to pinch more of them, we should say. The average rate for a standard 30-year fixed mortgage was 6.83% this week. That's up a little more than 0.2 of a point. And it marks the largest single-week rate hike in roughly a year. Analysts say the Trump administration's tariffs and trade war with China resulted in a recent sell-off in U.S. bonds. Despite the sharp increase, the average rate for a 30-year fixed mortgage rate is still below what it was at this time last year.
Well, if you're like a lot of people, you've been watching the stock market every day lately. Well, Wall Street is giving you a breather for the Easter holiday. Both the New York Stock Exchange and the NASDAQ are closed for Good Friday. Regular trading will resume on Monday.
And Easter is this Sunday, and that means today is Good Friday. On Good Friday, Christians around the world attend special church services to reflect on the day Jesus was crucified. It leads up to Easter Sunday, which marks the resurrection of Jesus. Many Christians will fast and avoid eating meat to observe Good Friday.
And our weather, certainly good on this Good Friday. It's going to be nice and sunny. We will see some clouds, however, moving in overnight. And for Saturday, we're looking at a few scattered showers. So a change in your forecast from the last few days. We'll break it all down coming up.
Prom can be expensive, so one local organization is hosting an event to make sure price tags don't stop teens from being able to go. Now, throughout April and May, Alternatives to Violence of the Palouse is hosting its annual prom pop-up event. This pop-up shop has an extensive collection of free prom attire and accessories for teens to browse. The selection is size and gender inclusive, so check out a full list of locations. It's up right now on KXLY.com. Yeah, prom is expensive.
It really is, and that's a great help.
Yeah, for sure. Good Morning Northwest time right now is 5:14.
All right, we will check back in live with Allison Martinez getting us geared up for the bike swap this weekend. We'll be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Go to Lake Casino. Go to Lake Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
Do you know a child who is grieving after the loss of a loved one? Hospice of North Idaho wants to invite them to Camp Kinixu, their annual kids grief camp. During this free 3-day, 1-overnight camp, kids ages 6 to 16 will be invited to join a safe and supportive environment where they will be surrounded by others who are sharing a similar experience through fun, support, and expression. Camp activities paired with grief support will assist campers in addressing their feelings. For your application, visit their website or call for more information.
Welcome
Welcome to Wonders of the World. Come feel the magic inside. Fascinating and powerful crystals from the dawn of time. Incredible natural wonders and prehistoric artifacts. And talk about magic, you should come to Fantasyland. Thousands of pieces of fabulous jewelry and literally millions of beads. Remarkable, astonishing, and whimsical. Come visit Wonders of the World. There's magic inside, and you can take some home.
Life is an opportunity to grow, to feel, to excel. Life moves at its own pace, daring you to keep up. Life pushes you to be better, to go farther. Life has you here. We're just here to help.
Fresh sets and denim to welcome the season. We're doing florals like you've never seen them. Effortless looks for whatever life brings. These are a few of our favorites for spring.
Let Macy's help you find your favorites for spring.
Why is Rich so good? So annoying.
Buttery, salty show-offs.
I love them. Is that a smile?
This is a salty club.
Salty. You're gonna get us kicked out.
So?
That's better.
Loved by everyone, even the saltiest. Tee off in style at Circling Ravens' top-tier golf suites. Play more than 80 famous golf courses around the world. It's a hole-in-one for all skill levels. Visit cdacasino.com for details.
Winning is just the beginning.
Indulge in wonderful dining at Mistaqua Casino Hotel.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 5:17. Warmer and sunnier days are finally here, which means it's time for some outdoor activities. And if a bike has been on your wish list, we have some great news. The Spokane Bike Swap and Expo is happening this weekend.
Yeah, you can check out hundreds of new and used bikes at the Spokane County Fair and Expo Center tomorrow. Allison Martinez is live with what you need to know before you go.
That's right. Good morning. We are at Bicycle Butler this morning, and I'm joined by Leanne. She's the event director for the Spokane Bike Swap and Expo. Thank you so much for being with us. I know this event is happening tomorrow, but there's some ways that people can get involved starting today. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, absolutely. So today is kind of the before the event, and we are registering bikes. So if anybody wants to sell a bike, they can come down to the fair, Spokane County Fair and Expo Center tonight from 3 to 7. And register their bike, and we'll check it into our bike corral and sell it for them tomorrow.
Amazing. So maybe get a little bit of money in your pocket from your old bike that's still in good use or good shape, of course, and then put it towards a new bike. And this is Saturday, is the official big day for the Bike Swap and Expo. What can people look forward to?
So tomorrow we'll have probably 800 bikes in our bike corral, used and new bikes that people are selling. We have over 40 exhibitors. We have lots of things going on in our entertainment education area, and people can buy, the kids that buy a bike in our bike corral will get a free helmet. Coming over to our entertainment education, we're doing a bike tire changing contest with Bicycle Butler. So if somebody's interested, it's at 10:30 a.m. So we have lots of things going on. So hopefully everybody can join us.
Yeah, absolutely. Something fun and entertaining for each member of your family. Lots to see. What would you like people to know if they want to attend tomorrow? Where can they find information?
So they can go to SpokaneBikeSwap.com. Again, we'll have 800 bikes. We have bikes of every kind, so there's something for everybody out there, plus the 40 exhibitors, so you can learn all about biking, outdoor, and lots of other things as well.
Perfect. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We'll send it back to you guys in studio.
Yeah, bikes are expensive, so
Yeah,
you
they
get a
are.
deal.
Yeah.
Great.
And it's been some pretty decent biking weather lately, Matt, but some changes, of course.
It's a good time of year for some recreation because you can go skiing, and then you can go biking, and then you can go hiking, and then you can go out in the canoe. Everything.
Options
all
are
at
endless.
once. And I tell you what, it's been just some beautiful weather this week. We're going to continue that for at least one more day. Temperatures right now in the upper 30s in Spokane, in the upper 20s in parts of Coeur d'Alene. Whenever you get clear nights like this and still air, those kind of little microclimates and those little small elevation changes, they really come into play at times. For this afternoon, everybody's up into the 60s. There'll still be a few spots, such as around Sandpoint, that'll likely only reach the upper 50s, however, this afternoon. But notice the changes here for your Easter weekend. Some showers on Saturday. That's a big change. They've upped the rain chances here and put put the little shower icon on, we'll actually see a little bit less shower activity for most of us for Easter Sunday, and then another round of mainly afternoon showers on Monday as well. A lot of folks going to be doing some Easter egg hunting tomorrow. It seems like 10 a.m. Saturday is the big Easter egg hunt time across our area. And we will have a chance for some showers before those things get going here. Not expecting a huge deluge or anything like that, but certainly some light showers and some damp grass as we get into that Easter egg hunt time on Saturday. Mostly cloudy skies, temperatures in the upper 40s and low 50s. Let's show you how this rain moves in. There'll be a light band of showers very early Saturday morning. This is about 3 a.m. moving through Omak and the Republic area. That band continues to the south by about 8, 9, 10 o'clock. We'll see, once again, just very light rain moving over Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. A spritz or a sprinkle, nothing we can't handle. Then as we head into the afternoon, basically from I-90 north to the U.S.-Canada border here, we're going to be looking for some spotty showers that'll develop during the midday and then continue on at times through the afternoon. And so our northern counties in particular, as we head through Saturday and into Sunday as well, that's going to be the hot spot for some afternoon showers in particular as we head through the next couple of days. I expect a drier Easter morning, so if you're up early, don't have to worry about that too much. And then we start warming up again and seeing more sunshine in the middle of next week.
Good news all around.
Yes.
Yeah. If we're going to have some showers, this is probably our best scenario as far as the weekend goes.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks, Matt. Good morning, Northwest time right now is 5:21.
The NFL draft is fast approaching. After the break, here from Eastern Washington on their thoughts of star wide receiver Efton Chisholm ahead of the NFL draft.
Thank you so much for starting your morning with us right here on Good Morning Northwest. Congratulations. We made it to another Friday, TGIF.
Way to go.
We'll be back with much more right after this break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
What's for dinner? Shop Fred Meyer for appetizing ingredients and big savings, like $600 in digital coupons and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
You win the lotto, $30 million. All your dreams come true, right?
The good news is you've won the lottery. That's also the bad news.
Why are you laughing?
Because
A man is dead,
Yes.
and you're laughing.
The new 2020, tonight on ABC.
Feeling the squeeze at the store? Prices are up, and with new tariffs looming, it could get worse. I'm Natalie Grant. I'll share some simple tips to stretch your dollar and save, starting in your own kitchen. That's Monday on Good Morning Northwest.
It's time to get spring-loaded at the Kootenai Casino. Stay in April starting at the incredibly low rate of just $59 midweek in the Kootenai Falls Lodge. We'll even include 2 breakfast vouchers. Win at the Inn with big cash giveaways, daily mystery hot spins, Senior Day Wednesdays, and special events all month long. Book this special rate today and come win at the Inn. Call 888-YOU-ARE-LUCKY or visit KootenaiRiverInn.com.
WSECU Cashback Checking. You give and give and give. Let's give you something back. Just use your debit card to earn. WSECU Cashback Checking. Let's credit union.
Life's better when you're under our roof.
Danny dreams fearlessly.
Because when you feel protected,
It's okay.
your family's free to pursue their dreams.
So are you brave?
I'm brave!
I'm fearless.
I'm fearless! Bundle life and save up to 25% on home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Fred Meyer Boost makes saving easy with 2 times fuel points, unlimited free delivery, and your choice of Disney Plus, Hulu, or ESPN Plus on us. Discover all the easy ways to save when you enroll in Boost today. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
Now you can listen to a podcast version of Nightline, available free wherever you listen.
Welcome to Morning Sports. I'm Jack Wallace. As the 2025 NFL Draft creeps closer and closer, one remarkable Eastern Washington football player stands apart on the draft boards. This guy, the speedy wide receiver, Efton Chisholm. The Kirkland native spent all 5 of his college years at Eastern Washington, where he broke Cooper Kupp's single-season reception record and finished his career 2nd in catches, receptions per game, and 3rd in receiving yards. He finished as a 3rd-team All-American in 2023, followed by last season's first-team performance, over 120 catches, 1,300 yards, 13 touchdowns, all career highs, and the catches and yards mark best in the Big Sky. Chisholm's performances have him quickly rising up the draft ranks, and Eagle head coach Aaron Best spoke with us this week on what he sees in the future for the pro hopeful.
The kid's a stud. He was a pro coming into college. He was a pro when he practiced in college and played in college. And he's gonna be a pro here in a week. He's put himself in this moment. It just didn't happen. He's prepared for the moment. He'll be ready for the moment. He'll give what he has in the moment. And he's created a lot of his own opportunities. And so the awesome thing is he's the same guy that came in as a freshman as he leaves.
Chisholm is currently projected as about a 6th or 7th round pick. We'll find out where he lands in just 6 days at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. You can check us out in Sports Tonight at 6 and Nightside for plenty more sports action all around our area.
And the NFL will honor the Los Angeles Fire Department and California's first responders in a big way. Next week, the LA Rams will host the 2025 NFL Draft from LA Fire Air Operations. The team will pay homage to Southern California firefighters following the deadly wildfires earlier this year. The NFL Draft begins next Thursday, April 24th. Good morning, Northwest time right now is 5:26.
Getting kids off their phones and into real life. The Spokane Schools program that's already connected nearly 3,000 students with clubs and sports.
Plus, it's not our war. Secretary of State Rubio's stunning declaration about Ukraine this morning, the dramatic shift in U.S. policy that could leave a nation fighting for survival. That's after the break. And before we head to our break, here's a look at today's Tech Bites from ABC.
In today's Tech Bites, Google is vowing to appeal after a judge ruled the company has maintained a monopoly over advertising technology, illegally dominating 2 separate markets in the ad tech space. The Justice Department says the monopoly allowed Google to charge more and take a bigger cut of sales. Social media star Tilly Lockey is showing off her latest set of bionic arms. The 19-year-old says the new arms from Open Bionics are super fast, strong, and responsive, and they can operate on their own even if they're not attached to her body. Tilly lost her arms to meningitis. She's been helping the company make improvements. And finally, Amazon shoppers can not only buy a Hyundai through Amazon Autos, they can now lease one as well. They can also qualify for the $7,500 federal tax credit by choosing an electric model. Hyundai is the only automaker in the Amazon leasing program for now. Amazon dealing cars sounds like it's one of their prime objectives. Those are your Tech Bites.
At Wayfair, we get pretty excited about furniture. Around here, it's not a patio, it's patio.
Oh, I love those chairs. Shed-tastic.
Let's go. This rocks.
My queen.
Yeah?
Oh, I'm at the bed.
Girl, you nailed it.
No, this set, it's just a couple of screws.
They're a perfect combo. They got a fire pit.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Pain means pause on the things you love, but green means go. Among neck pain sufferers, BioFreeze gel was found to be 2 times more effective than ice, so you can keep on going. BioFreeze, green means go.
Most people call leaf filter when their gutters are clogged and they notice one of the many issues that can bring. You can get ahead of costly damage by protecting your home's gutters today.
Schedule your free inspection today. Call 833-LEAF-FILTER or visit leaffilter.com.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Taylor, these deals are a slam dunk.
More like bracket breakers. New Kia K4 starting at only $199 a month. And K5 GT line all-wheel drive from just $299 a month.
George Gee Kia, where the deals are always a win.
Together is the best way to discover joy. Kinder Joy. Open a world of surprise.
Spokane's hottest music.
Break me for so done with you, girl. I've been popping, man, I feel just like a rock star.
Hot 96.9.
Fresh sets and denim to welcome the season. We're doing florals like you've never seen them. Effortless looks for whatever life brings. These are a few of our favorites for spring.
Let Macy's help you find your favorites for spring.
I would never forget the picture that I have. I'm the only one that's not smiling. Even though I'm with my close friends, I felt alone. I didn't feel pretty. I didn't feel confident. When I got Invisalign, I built my confidence. It was the best investment that I could do.
Your garage door is more than just an entry point. It's also an escape route. Precision Garage Door Service. Fast, reliable, and friendly.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
The 4 News Now Story Tracker kicks off this half hour with some top headlines around the country. There are new restrictions on what the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, can access. Yesterday, a federal judge ruled the Social Security Administration could not grant the Department of Government Efficiency sweeping access to sensitive records. This new preliminary injunction extends previous restrictions placed on DOGE's access to Social Security data. The judge said the Trump administration hasn't made it clear why DOGE needs unfettered access to personal, sensitive, and private information of millions of Americans. The ruling sets the stage for the case to be appealed.
The long-awaited resentencing hearing for brothers Eric and Lyle Menendez has been delayed until next month. The 2-day hearing was expected to begin yesterday. Instead, the prosecutors and defense sparred over comprehensive risk assessments conducted by a parole board. The two brothers are currently serving life in prison without the possibility for parole for the 1989 murders of their parents. If the judge grants them a revised sentence, a parole board will review their case and could recommend them for release.
A new overnight Secretary of State Marco Rubio sharing strong words for Ukraine. He spent yesterday engaged in a high-level meeting with European and Ukrainian officials in Paris. A source described that meeting as a, quote, excellent exchange. But Rubio's words as he was leaving France this morning don't mirror that appraisal.
We need to figure out here now within a matter of days whether this is doable in the short term, because if it's not, then I think we're just going to move on from our perspective. That the president feels very strongly about that.
He is referencing the U.S. stopping support of Ukraine, making it much more difficult for the nation to fend off Russia's invasion. But Rubio was steadfast in his assessment. He said, quote, it's not our war. The United States has been helping Ukraine for the past 3 years, and we want it to end, but it's not our war.
Good morning, Northwest. Thanks for joining us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Friday, April 18th. We want to get right to your forecast. Here's meteorologist Matt Gray, and heading into the Friday looking pretty good.
Yeah, we are looking pretty good for this Friday as we're starting to see the first rays of the sun on Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena. Upper 30s in Spokane right now, upper 20s in Spokane. Clear, calm conditions. All those little microclimates around our region taking into play with all our little elevation changes. Here is what you can expect for today. Lots of sunshine, very light winds. Should be really a beautiful day. We'll be in the 50s by 11 a.m. We'll be in the 60s by 1 or 2 o'clock, depending on where you are. And as we get into the afternoon, middle 60s, really just a very, very nice way to wrap up our week and start the weekend. Now, I wish the entire weekend could be like this, but unfortunately, our perfect sunny days are coming to an end. We have clouds and a slight chance of showers for the next 3 days after today. We'll take a closer look coming up.
Thanks. Well, this morning, we have new details about the deadly shooting at Florida State University.
We are learning more about the alleged shooter. A witness says his gun jammed, preventing the deadly scene from becoming even more tragic. Andrew Dimbert has the newest information.
This morning, police are investigating why the stepson of a local sheriff's deputy allegedly opened fire at Florida State University, killing 2 people and wounding 6 others.
I can't believe that just happened next to me.
Police last night towed a red SUV from the campus in Tallahassee. Witnesses say 20-year-old Phoenix Eichner got out of the SUV yesterday, then opened fire near the Student Union building, first shooting a long gun, then grabbing a handgun.
This other boy looked really concerned too, and so we kind of started walking faster, and that's when I noticed him go in his car and pull out the handgun and then shoot that woman.
A music professor posted this image of a piano barricading a door.
Barricaded the door,
hid in our corners. Myself and many others, of course, started immediately texting our families, our friends.
Police say they shot and wounded Eichner, and the handgun he allegedly used belonged to his stepmother, an 18-year veteran with the Leon County Sheriff's Office. ABC News also learning Eichner was at the center of a child custody dispute in 2015. Court documents say he was on medication for several health and mental issues at the time. The shooting at FSU comes during an especially sensitive time of the year. In Colorado, law enforcement warning of an increase in planned school attacks near the anniversary of the Columbine shooting on April 20th. Some students who fled the gunshots at FSU say they were also students at Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida in 2018 when a gunman killed 17 people.
Just seeing all these tragedies happening across the nation, growing up and graduating high school, coming into college, it's really unfortunate.
Senator Rick Scott was asked, is enough being done to keep students safe?
We put together law enforcement, mental health counselors, educators. We had a historic bill. We have law enforcement in all of our public schools. We put money into harden our schools. We have mental health counselors in our schools. We have risk assessment. That's saved a lot of lives.
Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
Chase Middle School on Spokane South Hills experiencing issues with its water. The State Department of Health tested the school for lead last month. Its report showed 6 water fixtures have elevated levels of lead, leaving those to either be turned off or labeled hand wash only. The school is following the DOH's recommended action plan and plans to replace those water fixtures. According to the EPA, drinking water with even low levels of lead can have noticeable side effects in kids and adults.
Engage IRL is a Spokane Public Schools program that encourages students to get off their phones and get involved with extracurricular activities. The program was put in place at the start of the school year. Since then, SPS says it's seen almost 3,000 more students join a club or a sport. Of those students involved in Engage IRL activities, SPS says it found out that they had higher daily attendance rates than students who were not involved.
Just talking about the different clubs and activities that exist within our school has motivated kids to actually step out of their comfort zone and explore these different activities for themselves.
SPS says that it's a success this year and hopes to continue to expand the program, getting more students in all grades involved.
April is a busy month for parents with preschoolers as applications and enrollment in Spokane started this week. At the same time, Head Start cuts are looming, ECAP spots are uncertain, and transitional kindergarten or TK programs could be next. If you're not familiar with TK, it's public preschool in Washington. It's a free, full-day program for 4- and 5-year-olds that superintendents across the state say leads to better kindergarten readiness scores.
So we have one preschool that is part-time, serves, I think, approximately 8 students, and so there's a huge need.
With Washington's $16 billion budget deficit, lawmakers in Olympia are making tough cuts. To learn more about how these cuts could affect your family, check out Kirsten O'Connor's special report. It's up right now on KXLY.com.
In Olympia, the Senate passed a bill that would create a grant program to support law enforcement agencies in hiring and retaining police officers. It will also help support community outreach and other public safety efforts.
Any budget I sign must include this funding.
When Governor Bob Ferguson was sworn into office, he made it clear that he wanted this program created and wanted $100 million allocated for the budget. Many members of the Senate supported this program, saying this will help keep people safe.
Because it takes everyone to make sure that each and every one of us remains safe. And that is what this bill does.
However, some opposed the bill while saying it's a good idea. They didn't want to create a new tax during a time of financial uncertainty.
We need to do this, or allow this to be done, I will say, in order for citizens to be able to get the public safety that they deserve. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to vote no because I believe that we should be doing this without the tax increase.
The funding for the bill will come from the state budget, which has to be finalized by the House and the Senate by April 27th before going to the governor for approval. Good morning, Northwest time right now, 5:39.
Let's check in again with meteorologist Matt Gray. Do we have to look at stuff with snow in it?
We do have to look out past because there are still some places you could go skiing this Easter weekend.
We'll talk about that.
You know what? There is going to be a chance for mountain snow this weekend. We will take a look up into the high country coming up.
And still to come on Good Morning Northwest, a Maryland senator flies to El Salvador and sits down with the man at the center of a constitutional crisis. The escalating battle over Kilmar Abrego Garcia that's testing constitutional boundaries when we come back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
With expert advice and an amazing selection of flooring, it's easy to see yourself enjoying your perfect floors.
Right now, experience the One Effect in store and save big with special financing.
2 locations, Flooring Outlet and Sandpoint Furniture Carpet One.
Oof. Moving day never goes smoothly, does it? Let's just settle this little mishap, huh?
Who do we always see on the billboards again?
It's the one called That's All Guys.
After an accident like this, you deserve to be compensated fairly for everything you've had to go through. At Craig Swap & Associates, we only get paid after you win.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
DECU isn't like other financial institutions, and the difference is people. Because we're not for profit, there's no boardroom of billionaires maximizing their margins. Our biggest stakeholders are people like you. It's our members who make money meaningful, so we focus on helping them thrive. It's the art student bringing beauty to his community that makes a college loan matter. It's the mother building her family's foundation that makes a mortgage matter. And at DECU, it's helping people that matters. DECU, we're here to help.
Attention Eastern Washington and Western Idaho shoppers. The great $500,000 Spokane Ennis Fine Furniture Inventory Liquidation is going on right now. Today, you can buy America's finest furniture for a whole lot less. From our overstock showroom and warehouse, all famous furniture brands. This entire inventory has been slashed and it all has to go. This is the greatest inventory liquidation sale ever. Find it all at our temporary off-site showroom at 7503 North Division, next to Big 5. Be sure to check ennisfurniture.com.
The Silverado Trail Boss. And a little work. And a little play. And a truck that says no to nothing. And Chevrolet.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Well-qualified buyers get 2.9% APR for 72 months on this Silverado.
Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
With expert advice and an amazing selection of flooring, it's easy to see yourself enjoying your perfect floors.
Right now, experience the One Effect in store and save big with special financing.
2 locations, Flooring Outlet and Sandpoint Furniture Carpet One.
Magic of Storytelling is brought to you in part by WSECU.
Good morning and welcome back. It's now 5:42. Now to the legal battle surrounding how the Trump administration is deporting undocumented immigrants.
This morning, a Maryland senator meeting with Kilmar Abrego Garcia during his trip to El Salvador. The White House now calling that meeting disgusting. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio is in Washington with the details.
This morning, Maryland Senator Chris Van Hollen confirming he met with Kilmar Abrego Garcia, the Maryland man who the administration admits was wrongfully sent to El Salvador. The senator spoke to reporters shortly before the meeting.
Because we won't give up until Kilmar has his due process rights respected.
A spokesperson with the Department of Homeland Security posted on social media slamming the senator's visit, saying, quote, Senator Van Hollen is sipping margaritas with a terrorist and MS-13 gang member as President Trump and Secretary Noem are fighting every day to get these criminals out of our country. Quite the contrast. The legal battle over Abrego Garcia's fate now escalating. U.S. Fourth Circuit Court of Appeals Judge James Wilkinson writing an order on behalf of a 3-judge appeals panel Thursday saying in part, quote, the government is asserting a right to stash away residents of this country in foreign prisons without the semblance of due process that is the foundation of our constitutional order. Adding the administration's actions should be shocking not only to judges, but to the intuitive sense of liberty that Americans far removed from courthouses still hold dear.
Will you take steps to return Kilmar Abrego Garcia to the United States and put him in front of a judge?
Well, I'm not involved in it. I'm going to respond by saying you'll have to speak to the lawyers, the DOJ. I've heard many things about him, and we'll have to find out what the truth is.
Abrego Garcia's wife is reacting to images posted by Van Hollen, writing that her prayers have been answered. She knows her husband is alive. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
Takeaways today in your forecast on this beautiful Friday. Wish it could stay this beautiful for the weekend, but we will see some clouds moving in overnight, and there will be a few scattered showers on Saturday. We'll show you when to look out for coming up.
And speaking of looking out, Lookout Pass is offering a deal to celebrate its 90th season. Today, lift tickets will be just 90 cents. And there's more. Starting at 11 this morning, people can get cupcakes, limited edition pins and stickers. Then you can play 9 holes of Lookout's ski golf course built on select runs on the mountain. Just make sure to bring your own clubs. Lookout Pass will be open every day through Sunday.
90 cents. Can't beat that.
What a deal.
I know.
It's now 5:45.
The sunshine and those warm temps mean more time for you and your family to get outside and maybe take a bike ride. Allison Martinez is live at the Spokane County Fair and Expo Center with how you can get some sweet new wheels this weekend.
Tomorrow you can sort through hundreds of bikes and find your perfect fit. We're telling you everything you need to know about the Spokane Bike Swap and Expo coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Feeling the squeeze at the store? Prices are up, and with new tariffs looming, it could get worse. I'm Natalie Grant. I'll share some simple tips to stretch your dollar and save, starting in your own kitchen. That's Monday on Good Morning Northwest.
Have you or someone you know lived, worked, or enjoyed the outdoors in Lincoln County before 2014? If so, you've likely been exposed to Libby amphibole asbestos. 1 in 4 screened have developed an asbestos-related disease. Hope is here. The Center for Asbestos-Related Disease, CARD in Libby, provides free screenings, care, and resources to those impacted by asbestos exposure. Don't wait. Early detection is key. Get your free asbestos health screening today. Contact the CARD Clinic, comprehensive care for exposure and disease.
Make Easter moments magical with the Gold Bunny from Lindt.
Build Heating and AC is making it easier than ever to stay comfortable at home. For a limited time, get a full system heating and cooling tune-up for only $59. And as an added bonus, new customers will also receive a free smart thermostat. So stay comfortable, save money, and gain 24/7 monitoring and control of your home's comfort by calling 208-777-5528 and scheduling your $59 tune-up today. That's 208-777-5528.
Here at Coeur d'Alene Honda, we're more than just a car dealership. We're family. For the past 53 years, we've been proudly serving our community.
We offer the best vehicles with a nationwide lifetime warranty.
From coast to coast, we've got you covered.
Whether you're looking for an affordable used car, we're looking to upgrade to a new Honda. We're here to make the process simple and stress-free.
It's not just about selling cars.
We give back to local charities and support our community.
And don't forget about our lifetime warranty.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Tin Roof.
Good morning and welcome back. It's now 5:48. The Spokane Bike Swap and Expo returns to the Spokane County Fair and Expo Center tomorrow. There you'll be able to sort through hundreds of new and used bikes.
There will also be presentations like a tire changing competition, bike safety, and helmet safety. We have Allison Martinez live this morning with what you need to know in order to attend a tire changing competition. Allison, are you entering in that one?
I might have to get a little bit of a crash course from Tim before we do that because I don't want to embarrass myself. I hear the competition is pretty stiff, but nonetheless, something to be excited about. I'm joined by Tim Arnold this morning. He is the co-owner of Bicycle Butler here in Spokane, and you've owned this business for 32 years. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, me and my wife opened this 32 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's been a fun ride.
Yeah, absolutely. And can you give us a little bit of a lowdown of what people can expect from your store if they haven't been in yet?
We're a full service store, so we do all the repairs. We sell all the tools if you want to do your own repairs. We sell bicycles. We sell used bicycles. We kind of do it all.
Yeah, absolutely. And you mentioned the tire changing contest earlier, and funny enough, Tim is actually putting that on. Can you tell us a little more about that?
Well, it's the first time we've done it. We're going to do a tire changing competition at the bike swap this week and on Saturday, and it should be pretty fun. So we have some prizes to give away. So whoever can change their tire the fastest, we'll hook them up with some cool prizes.
All right, so start practicing now if you want to earn those prizes. Now, you actually picked out this bike for me this morning, kindly enough.
Going to be at the swap. But it'd be a great bike for you for a first timer. This is an awesome little bike. It's comfortable. You sit upright. You can use it on or off road a little bit. So it kind of covers all the bases.
Yeah, and you said this bike will be available at the bike swap tomorrow, and just hundreds and hundreds of more to choose from.
Correct.
Yeah. Absolutely. And why would you recommend people go and check it out?
Well, there's new and used bikes, and there's going to be a lot of other vendors there. So there's lots of things to see and do at the swap.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for joining us this morning. We'll send it back to you guys in studio.
Yeah, I like that bike.
That's a nice bike.
Yeah.
We panned down. I was like, ooh.
I know we both are like perking up.
Good color scheme.
Yeah, maybe we need to go.
I think so.
Speaking of pretty things, here's a live look outside this morning as we start our day.
Just minutes away from sunrise.
Minutes away, 5:55 here this morning. Nice to see that morning sun here as we now get later and later into the spring season. 38 degrees right now in Spokane. Hey, as I promised, let's go up into the mountains here because there are still some opportunities to go skiing. 49 North, Lookout Pass, Silver Mountain, all at least limited openings this weekend. And look at this. That's right. Snow icon for the next 24 hours because we're going to see just a little bit of mountain snow on top of that, I guess, little mashed potato type of consistency with some of that snow up in the mountains. Meanwhile, in the valleys, a chance for some scattered rain as we go through the weekend, most likely from the Silver Valley to Sandpoint, Bonners Ferry, and then our 3 northeastern counties here in Washington State, Pend Oreille, Stevens, and Ferry. We will have some opportunity around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, along with some parts of the North Idaho Palouse region to see some of these showers. And in fact, that will start on Saturday morning. This is very early Saturday, where we'll see a little bit of rain moving through the central part of Washington State here. Then as we get into about 9-ish o'clock, we'll start to see that rain move towards Spokane. It's going to be very light. We're talking about some light sprinkles at best coming through with this one. Then for the afternoon, those places that we just talked about, those northern counties here, we're going to be watching for pop-up showers in the afternoon. The rain will be heavier, but it'll be in and out very quickly, 15 minutes at most at a time through the early part of the evening. We're going to see that come up again as we head into Easter Sunday, but I expect a drier morning for your Easter activities here. So there is the weekend. 60s for Saturday, 50s for Sunday as we get a short cooling trend going here in our forecast. We'll bottom out with temperatures on Monday and Tuesday morning. Tuesday's Earth Day. We'll get into the upper 60s as we warm back up again and see more dry weather for the middle of next week.
All right. Love those 68?
Yeah.
That'll be nice.
It will. It definitely will be. Overall, there's going to be some sprinkles around, but I think it's going to be fairly good weather.
Okay. Love it. Thanks, Matt. Good morning, Northwest time right now is 5:53.
A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, Ryan Gosling. This morning, the just announced Star Wars movie that has fans buzzing and the release date that's closer than you might think.
Here's a live look at our Friday morning. Another gorgeous sunrise, a gorgeous sunset last night, too. We're just getting lots of luck here. Thanks so much for waking up with us here on Good Morning Northwest. We'll be right back after this break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
You win the lotto, $30 million. All your dreams come true, right?
The good news is you've won the lottery. That's also the bad news.
Why are you laughing?
Because a man is dead,
Yes.
and you're laughing.
The new 2020, tonight on ABC.
What's great about basketball? Almost everything.
What's not great about basketball? The term three-pointer.
Boring. Instead, let's just call them triple plays. Check it out. Hit it, Steve.
Roberts has it, fires. It's a triple play.
It actually works.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including go-karts, mini golf, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
Complete coincidence that's also the name of where we work.
Not engineered by marketing, no way. You win the lotto, $30 million. All your dreams come true, right?
The good news is you've won the lottery. That's also the bad news.
Why are you laughing?
Because
a man is dead.
Yes.
And you're laughing.
The new 2020, tonight on ABC.
With a P1FCU Ascend checking account, you get more than great dividends. Imagine having an entire branch in your pocket. Who needs a checkbook when you have a digital wallet? The only thing I check these days are my dividends.
Earn 3.5% APY. Access your account anytime, anywhere. Simplify your life and start earning more with Ascend checking. Get yours today at p1fcu.org/ascend.
Which automaker employs the most hourly workers in the country? Ford. Which automaker assembles the most vehicles in the country? Ford. That's not a coincidence. It's a commitment. A commitment Ford dealers share by offering employee pricing across a full lineup of Ford vehicles.
Now get employee pricing available across a full lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs. Employee pricing. You pay what we pay. Only from your local Ford dealer.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 5:55, and here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. Star Wars fans can rejoice. The new movie featuring Ryan Gosling is set to release in May of 2027.
Now, the project is titled Star Wars Starfighter. Director Sean Levy has been developing the film since 2022. The standalone movie takes place 5 years after the events of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. Production is set to start this fall.
So far, 2025 has been good for Netflix. The streaming service just reported its first quarter earnings, which amounted to $10.5 billion in revenue. Netflix says that it brought in close to $3 billion in net income during the first 3 months of 2025. One thing missing from the quarterly report is the number of subscribers. The first time the company has not shared that figure.
Drake speaking out about Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime show, saying he was defamed by the performance. The Canadian rapper levied the new allegations in an expanded federal defamation lawsuit against his own record label, Universal Music Group. Drake originally filed the lawsuit in January over Lamar's track, Not Like Us. In the song, Lamar claimed Drake was a, quote, certified pedophile, an allegation Drake strongly denies.
I don't know how to follow that one. Rain this weekend here in the Inland Northwest. Best chance going to be places like Newport, Bonners Ferry, Colville, Chewelah, Medellin Falls, and around the Silver Valley, especially during the afternoons where we'll see scattered showers develop. Here's the next 4 days. A little bit of morning sprinkles as well as we start off our Saturday. Easter morning, a lot of people out and about for services. It'll be dry.
Here's a look at what's coming up on Good Morning Northwest.
RFK Jr.'s recent controversial claims about autism are sparking outrage. This morning, Spokane advocates fire back with the reality of what people with autism can do and achieve.
Plus, imagine waking up one morning, your street name is different. That's the reality for some people on the West Plains. The headache the sudden change is causing and why the county says it was necessary.
And welcome to your Friday morning. The sun is officially up and it's beautiful.
Gorgeous.
We are ready for the day ahead of us. Back with hour 2 of Good Morning Northwest coming up right after this.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It's Mississauga Casino Hotel's 31st anniversary. We're celebrating by giving you the chance to win over $62,000 in cash and prizes, including adventures on a pontoon, on a flight to your favorite getaway, or your choice of a new car or cash. Play your favorite games now to earn entries at Mississauga Casino Hotel. 31 years of jackpots, food, and fun. Learn more at Mississauga.com.
For over 50 years, North Idaho Urology has been the trusted leader in urological care. From routine checkups to advanced prostate cancer treatment, our expert team is dedicated to your health every step of the way. With cutting-edge technology, personalized care, and locations in Coeur d'Alene, Post Falls, and Sandpoint, we're here when you need us most. Don't wait. Early detection saves lives. Schedule your appointment today at niurology.com or call 208-667-0621.
Looks like we made it. Barry Manilow.
Spokane concert. Barry Manilow. See him performing all the hits for one night only at Spokane Arena Friday, July 11th. Get tickets now at ticketswest.com.
It's the Blue Compass RV Spring Blowout Sale. Pick your RV, pick your payment. Travel trailers from $97 a month. Fifth wheels from $273 a month. Motorhomes from $499 a month. Only at Blue Compass RV.
This week on Svengoolie.
This may be the biggest thing that's ever happened.
Oh, it's big, all right.
Any idea what it is?
I don't know. I don't know either, but the movie is It Came from Outer Space on the next Svengoolie.
Saturday night at 8 on Me.